Hi everyone, I am Joy Chandu. I am a teachers trainer of Shiliguri Torai B.Ed College and Shiliguri Primary Teachers Training College. Today I am going to discuss about a topic which is very much a part of B.Ed 4th semester, Knowledge and Curriculum Part 2, Course 8B. And today my topic is that qualities of a good textbook and the teacher's handbook. Qualities of a good textbook and teacher's handbook. Yesterday I already discussed about the topic that critical analysis of the textbook. Now today I am coming to the topic that qualities of a good textbook. Just note down the points. The requisites of qualities of a good textbook. The first and foremost point is that the size of the textbook. The first and foremost point of a good quality of a good textbook is that the size of the textbook. The size of the book should be suitable for the learners. The size of the book should be suitable for the learners. That is, learners will be able to handle the books very easily, and they will be able to carry the book very easily. Next point is that printing of the textbook. Printing of the textbook. The printing of the book should be neat and clean. The printing of the book should be neat and clean. It should be free from any type of errors. The printing should be free from any type of errors. There must be satisfactory space between the two words, between the letters and between the paragraphs. There should be satisfactory space between the two words, letters and the paragraphs. Each of the chapter should begin with a fresh page. Each of the chapter should begin with a fresh page. Next point. Font of the textbook. FONT, font of the textbook. Different type size should be used for the font of the textbook. Different type size should be used for the font of the textbook. It should vary according to the age group. The font should be vary according to the age group. That is, the learners who are the beginners, at that moment when we are going to print a book, the font will be very large, because it must have to be attract the learners, the beginners. But when we are just dealing with the textbook which is very much related to the class 8 or 9 standard, the size of the font will be medium. Next point. Paper used in the textbook. Paper used in the textbook. It should be adequately thick. The paper should be adequately thick. The paper should be smooth and the paper should be durable. Next point. Binding of the textbook. The binding of the book should be sufficiently strong. The binding of the book should be sufficiently strong, because we must have to keep in mind that the learners who are just nurturing the book, who will be able to nurture the books, they are the learners, and this is for why we must have to maintain the binding according to the age group of the learners, and it must have to be strong. The cover page of the book should be durable. The cover page of the book should be durable. Next point. The price of the textbook. The textbook must be reasonable in price, because we must have to keep in mind that it will be convenient for the all learners. Thematic content of the textbook. Thematic content of the textbook. The subject matter should according to the mental level of the learners. The subject matter should according to the mental level of the learners. When we are dealing with the book, those two learners who are belonging in the beginners, we must give them the easy topic. We must give them the starting topic. But when we are just discussing, when we are just prescribing the book which is very much related to the class 7 or 8 standard, the content will be medium and in qualities. The style of presentation should be simple and clear. The style of presentation means the style of the presentations of the content should be clear and should be simple. Next point, the language. The language which is used in the textbook, it must be correct. The language which is used in the textbook, it must be correct. It should be appropriate to the situation or content. It should be appropriate to the situation or content. And the language which we are using in the textbook will very much be accordance with the mental level of the learners. The organizations of the textbook. The organizations of the textbook. The subject matter must have to be divided into some units and subunits. The subject matter must have to be divided into some units and subunits. This is for why when we are just discussing with the units, with the topic in the class, according to the lesson plan, we must have to maintain the units and the subunits to the learners. Diagrams used in the textbook. The diagrams which are very much used in the textbook must be clear. The diagram which is used in the textbook, it must be clear. Diagram can visualize the abstract content with a concrete conceptions. Diagram can visualize the abstract content with the concrete conceptions. Diagram should motivate the interest of the learners. Diagram should motivate the interest of the learners. And the last point is that textual exercise in the textbook. Every learners will be followed by the exercises. Every learners will be followed by the exercises. That means at the end of the lessons we must have to organize some exercises that will be very much helpful for the learner to gain the to gain the knowledge which they have learned from the topic. The exercise for each lesson should be purposeful and adequate. The exercise for each lesson should be purposeful and adequate. That means which exercise we are just giving, we are just organizing at the end of the lessons, that must be relevant to the learners. Thank you. Next come to the next topic, that teacher's handbook. Next come to the topic, that teacher's handbook. What is teacher's handbook? Teacher's handbook is an effective tool for the teachers. Just write down the definition. Teacher's handbook is a very effective tool for the teachers which helps the teacher in teaching process, which helps the teacher in teaching process, which helps the teacher in teaching process to make teaching more effective and interesting inside the classroom. To make teaching more effective and interesting in the classroom. There are some basic features which is involved for the teacher's handbook. The features are, the first point is that the purpose of teacher's handbook is to offer guidance on the different elements of the course. teacher handbook can guide the different courses, different syllabuses for the teacher. Curriculum guidance is also incorporated in the teacher's handbook. Curriculum guidance is also incorporated in the teacher's handbook. That means that which curriculum, as the teacher, which curriculum we have to overcome, which curriculum we have to complete within a specific time, within a specific session is mentioned in the teacher's handbook. Teacher's handbook is very much effective for the children, those who have special needs. Teacher's handbook is very much effective for the children, those who have special needs. Let's clarify the point. Everyone, we are very much acquainted with the term special learners. Special learners are quite different from the normal learners, from the general learners, and this is for why as a teacher, when we are just treating the special child, when we are just treating the special learners, we must have to adopt some specific tricks. And the tricks will be very much guided, and which tricks we have to overcome, we have to adapt, will be guided by the teacher's handbook. For weak students, the teacher handbook is very much important. For weak students, teacher handbook is very much important. I am just trying to clarify. In a class, there are the slow learners and there are the fast learners. Suppose I am giving a task to all over the class, and some students already completed their task, and those who are the slow learners are now just trying to complete their task. At that moment, as a teacher, which trick, which way you have to adapt will be very much guided by the teacher's handbook. Teacher's handbook is also very much important in the cognitive development for the teachers. Teacher handbook is also very much important for the cognitive development of the teachers. That means teacher's handbook guides the teacher to overcome, to gain specific skills for teaching learning process. Thank you.